Hello everyone. I, Hiral Bhagat from India. Welcome to my talk, Structural Analysis of Practical Calligraphy Work, Gujarati Calligraphy. Calligraphy is handwriting considered as an art. Well-structured basic forms of letter, well-maintained proportions, consistency in various stroke formations, harmonious yet distinctive style, proper arrangement of all constitutes, including space and margins. These are some of the aspects of handwriting which is considered as an art of calligraphy. Gujarati is the official language of state of Gujarat. State of Gujarat is located on the west side of India where Gujarati language is spoken. It is the sixth most widely spoken languages by number of native speakers. The Gujarati language is more than 700 years old, is spoken by more than 55 million people worldwide. Gujarati script has derived from 10th century Devanagari. As you are seeing, these are 10th century Devanagari script. Several characters still have some form as seen in the Devanagari script. This is Devanagari script and this is Old Gujarati with Shirorekha. Gujarati script was used to write account initially. They drew continuous top line Shirorekha like Devanagari script. But eventually to achieve the speed in writing, the top line is removed. Hence, it acquired distinct roundity. So these are the example of Old Gujarati. They are with Shirorekha. Now, this is without Shirorekha. Now, Gujarati script has got its own formal and structural expression in the process. As initially, the script were written with reed pen. The kana or vertical stroke naturally achieved the curved terminal stroke, which you are seeing here. This is kana and vertical stroke. The 30 to 40 degree angle of reed pen is used to write the Gujarati script, which is slanting to the right. This orientation gives very thin stroke to thick stroke as pen moves in particular direction. Now, Gujarati script is 3-tier system script. As you are seeing, the top part is for matra, middle part is for the consonant or vowels, and bottom is for Harswa sign. There are 36 consonants in Gujarati script and 16 vowels. There is no direct material on the Gujarati letter on this subject, so partial reference of Devanagari script has been taken into consideration. And other views on the subject are my own. This is by no means a complete analytical study, but this still can be further explored. These are not the strict rules to follow to make Gujarati calligraphy in a good manner, but an understanding of this is essential. I have included consonant, vowel, vowel signs, and numbers in this paper. For the purpose of analysis, the letter forms are grouped based on their structure, characteristics, and forms for better understanding of the subject. They are not in alphabetical order. Now we move forward to the hand-drawn calligraphy letters. I have kept as it is because I want to give right expression to letter form. Now this is the group of simple vertical stroke. The first letter is per, which has negative space. Sh, which has negative space with diagonal line, and kh has not in negative space. Now this is the second group, which is combination of vertical and horizontal stroke. This is first letter T, which starts with the sharp stroke. Now N, M, and B, they have loops, and B starts with sharp stroke like T. See, this is simple curve stroke. Now this is letter G. G has curve and vertical stroke. Z has two curve stroke and angular stroke. Y has horizontal and vertical stroke with curve stroke. Ana has curve stroke with vertical and angular stroke. Now this is group of simple wave stroke. This is letter D, which is base of other letters in this group. This is letter T, which is created by loop at the end of wave stroke. Next letter is H, which is created by wave stroke with attached to curve stroke. And the last letter is Ang, which is created by wave stroke with dot, which represents nasal sound. Next group is the combination of angle stroke. This is letter K. The curve stroke of the letter is divided by the angle stroke horizontally. Next letter is F. This letter is based on letter K with not extended tail. This letter is also not completely connected, and the angle stroke divides the negative space of curve stroke. Now the last letter is Ru. This unique letter is divided by the vertibar asymmetrically. Next group of letter is another wave stroke, completely opposite from earlier stroke. This is letter T, and the next is letter D, which ends with loop at bottom right side. These are open bowl stroke. This is letter Y. It has open bowl which extend to connect at lower part of vertibar. This is letter Th. This letter has closed loop here on the left top side, and curve stroke gets extended to connect at lower part of the vertibar. Now, these are the group of letters with the double ball stroke. This is letter D. Now, this is letter G and Th. They have double curve stroke, which is connected to the vertibar. Now, this is letter Ch. Double bowl stroke gets stretched from bottom to create loop like an eye on right side of the letter. Here, letter E, double bowl is connected with stretched curved vertical stroke. Here also, the curve got stretched but with very sharp end. Now letter V. V has lower bowl of the stretches upward and connected to vertibar at lower part. Now these are also double bowl stroke but completely opposite from earlier. This is called U. Here Double vowel gets stretched upward, which created semi-closed negative space. And in this O, double vowel gets stretched above and come down to create maze-like negative space. This letter forms are with loop and knot. This is letter R, which is base of other letters of this group. This is letter S. It is connected to vertebra with curved horizontal stroke. This is letter Ch, which has knot hanging away from the vertebra. This is letter Sh, which is created with two individual strokes. It is not connected. Now this is letter A, which is first vowel of the language and immense important in Gujarati script, which has two notes, one on the left side and the other is in between the letter. This is letter G. The main stroke is connected to the vertebra with top horizontal wave stroke. Here you can see wave stroke. Now these are shallow cow stroke. Shallow cow stroke create ball at top left and gets joined to vertebra here with a knot and horizontal stroke. Now this is letter R. This is a unique letter which is created by shallow cow without any note. Now these are letters. In this you can see loops. This letter is not entirely based on any other letter which has two loops. And letter N, the loop of left side is connected to vertebra with horizontal stroke. Now this is unique letter form which has loop here and knot on vertical axis. This is Ru. Now these letters I have explained earlier. The common factor is in this are in between there are notes. Now we move forward to the numbers. The first one is Shunya. It's very basic form created through very simple stroke. This is number 1. Top of the number is the smaller scale of number Shunya directly attached to the vertical stroke or vertebra. This is number 2. We call it Be. This number is exactly like R letter. Now this is number 3. We call it Tron. This number is based on number 2 and letter K. This is number 4. We call it Char. This number is based on letter J without the top left side loop. Now this is number 5. We call it Panch. This number is exactly like letter P. This is number 6. We call it Ch. The top curve is like letter L, but placed little at angle, and the bottom curve is from the letter K. This is number 7. We call it Sat. This number is partially based on letter Ch. This is number 8. We call it Art. This number is simple single diagonal stroke with bottom curve stroke like half of number 4. This is number 9. We call it Now, this number is like letter L, but without vertibar. Diagonal stroke is encompassed with its negative space. Now we move forward to the vowel signs. This is letter P without any vowel sign. The first vowel sign is kana. When this attached with any letter, the sound is a. So there is a p, and here it is attached to p. It will sound like pa. So this is another vertical stroke of the dand. We call it kana. This is Harswa sign. This vowel sign starts from left side of the letter and extend above the letter, almost covering it. Its end touches the vertebra of the letter. Now this is Dirgha E sign. This vowel sign starts from right side of the letter and joins at the top of the vertebra. It creates loop kind of negative space. Now this is Harswa U sign. This vowel sign gets attached at lower end of the vertebra. It forms open loop and curves towards inside. Now this is Dirgha U, but it's the same like Harsva U, but this forms open loop and extend outwards. Earlier one was inwards, this is outward. Now this is Pru. This vowel sign attached at lower end of the vertebra. It starts from the end of the vertebra and creates open vowel form. Now this is Matra. We call it A Matra. When it is attached to pa, it sounds pe. This Matra vowel sign is placed above the letter. It starts with wider edge and gradually narrowing it down to touch the vertebra or the letter at the top. Now this is Be Matra. We call it Pai. This double Matra vowel sign is same as single Matra. One is placed over the other and end of both are connected, which touches the vertebra. Now this is Po. In this letter, two vowel signs come together. This A and this Kana. The Matra sign partially covers the letter like a shade and touch the vertebra at top end of it. Now, the next Matra is Pau. More than two vowel signs come together. Now, this is Pum. There is an anuswar here, that's why the sound is like that, Pum. The dot representing the nasal sound is placed above the vertebra. Now, this is called Visarg. Here, Chandra Matra, and this is Chandra O Matra. So the vowel sign are used little differently with the letters which doesn't have vertebra, like Ka, Ra, Ta, Da, etc. In this case, vowel signs directly touch the letters. In Gujarati, consonant and vowels, the letters with vertebra have characteristic curve at the end of the vertebra, which suggests end of the letter and also suggests upward movement. This abstraction has derived from running writing of earlier time of Gujarati language and script. All short matras flow to left and all long matras go to right. Hope I have given you insight of Gujarati script. Thank you.